What's up, everybody? Nick Push here. Tonight in this video, I am going to go over my the definitive Halloween franchise ranking, all the way from number 11 down to number 1. Least favorite to favorite. All these channels have done something similar like this before, including me. But as we're closer to Halloween, I wanted to dive into this and tell you guys why each movie is ranked where it is. And some might have changed, because sometimes it depends on your mood and things like that. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so we got 11 movies in this franchise with varying degrees of success and varying degrees of quality. Let's be honest, a lot of these movies are shit quality, and some of them are amazing quality. So, look, I've been out of town the last few days. I just got back into town, and it's getting cool and fall out, so I'm trying to get back in the fall mood. So I even poured myself a glass of wine to do this ranking, just to kind of get in the fall mood a little bit. Now, is wine the most manly drink? No, but it kind of makes me feel like fall, because usually I'm bundled up with a glass of wine. So it's going to be a fun ranking. I'm excited to get into it. So, let's start right off the bat at number 11. I think you guys are going to be surprised, actually, where a few of these movies are ranked. But number 11 is going to be Halloween Resurrection. Yes, this movie comes in last for me. So much bad in this movie. There's a couple shots that are good. There's maybe one scene that's good. I think maybe when Michael's in the basement of the Myers house, in those tunnels or whatever the fuck they were, he looks pretty decent. There's a shot where he looks decent coming up to Laurie's psychiatric sanitarium. But other than that, holy fuck. The technology in this movie dates the shit out of it. With the webcams attached to their heads. Just terrible. Busta Rhymes, obviously, is, the first thing that pops in anyone's head when they think about this movie. Trick or treat, motherfucker. So yeah, all that shit. Basically, Busta Rhymes' character, Freddie Harris, disrespects the shape. And fucking lives and does a pun while living. People have disrespected the shape before, but they die a brutal death. The fact that he lives after doing that is unforgivable to me. So that, along with numerous other reasons, are why it is at number 11. Coming in at number 10 is going to be Rob Zombie's Halloween Part 2. Once again, a whole lot of wrong with this movie. Michael wandering like a hobo, terrible. Having a mask that's kind of cut off is just... I hate it. I absolutely hate it. He speaks, at the end he speaks, he says, "Die!" Terrible. God, don't even get me started on Loomis's character. Terrible. I get that, he's kind of a money-hungry asshole now, and that could be a human reaction, but that's not what the character of Loomis is about. I guess it is in Rob Zombie's world. But that's unforgivable. The White Horse, just as some lame attempt to get his wife, Sherry Moon Zombie, who I've got nothing against, in the movie, terrible. The one good part, Brad Dourif's acting, especially when Annie dies, spoiler alert, when Annie dies, is fucking incredible. So that scene alone brings it above Halloween Resurrection for me. And I like the fact that Zombie, had some creative control and did his own thing. That's fine. I just didn't like his own thing. So it's at number 10 for me. Coming in at number 9 is going to be Halloween 5. I bet you guys thought this was going to be last, huh? Because this is a movie I rag on more than any other movie in the franchise. But it's not last for me. I actually think that Resurrection and Zombies 2 are worse Halloween movies. But Halloween 5 has more unforgivable sins, if that makes sense. And we can go down the list. You guys have heard me say this before. Tina, the Myers house mansion, the clown cops, Myers sitting in a jail cell, the mask, on and on and on. Michael floating down the river and on. But here's why it's not last for me. I cannot, in my heart of hearts, have a movie where Donald Pleasance is playing Dr. Loomis be last on my list. It's just not possible for me. That's how much I love Donald Pleasance. That's how much I love the character of Dr. Sam Loomis. So it can't be last for me at all. So it's at number 9. It's the best I could do with that one. Coming in at number 8 is going to be Rob Zombie's remake from 2007. So once we get to the last 45 minutes or so of this movie, when it's basically just a condensed, rushed version of the OG, it's not bad, especially as a modern horror movie, modern take on Halloween. But man, the beginning of this movie, when a few seconds into the movie, you're sitting there and you hear a stepdad saying, "I'm gonna skull fuck you." Just the white trash hick dialogue is terrible. It is not scary to me, or I should say, it is not as scary to me when someone's evil, because they had a rough childhood. I just don't find that as frightening. And this movie has just all that crap in spades. Everything about it is just awful to me. Like I said, once you get to the end, kind of, it's decent. But for me, I can't put it any higher than number 8. So, number 7 is going to be Halloween H2O. Yes, I know this isn't a lot of people's top 2 or 3 or 4. For me, it's not a good Halloween movie. It might be an okay film, an okay horror film. As far as Halloween, I think Chris Durand is awful as a shape. I think moving the setting to California was a poor choice because it does not feel like autumn and fall. You just eliminate that complete atmosphere, which pisses me off. Halloween should be set in the Midwest. Now, I understand that to come up with a believable story of why Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie Strode, is still alive, that she would move far away from Haddonfield. I get that. But move to the East Coast then, where at least it's, chilly weather and you can kind of feel like fall, If you go to like Salem, Massachusetts, it feels like fall there. I'm not saying she has to move there, but somewhere in that area. Come on. So there's no suspense at all in this movie. There's nothing. The one thing I liked was the ending, which Resurrection fucking ruined. So yeah, it's number 7 for me. Coming in at number 6 is going to be Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. And just for the record, I would put both versions here, the producer's cut and the theatrical cut. A lot I like about this. I love the fall atmosphere, which I was just bitching about H2O for. It really feels like Halloween. Paul Rudd, I could take him or leave him. He does some things where I'm just like, some things, I'm like, I didn't mind that. I know a lot of people love his performance, and I know a lot of people can't stand his performance. I'm actually in the middle. It doesn't bother me, but I don't really care either way. I don't really believe that he's Tommy Doyle, so that's a problem. So, look, we all know about the stories and all kinds of shit, the story issues and stuff. The Cult of Thorn was fucking lame. Having it be Dr. Wynn as the cult leader, lame. Everything about this movie, there's just so much lame about it. But I like the portrayal of Myers by George P. Wilbur. I'm actually a decent fan of The Mask. I don't think it's that bad. So I like that, and I love the kills are awesome. The operating room massacre scene alone, I know it's far removed from the OG, but it's a fucking badass scene, and I like it. So yeah, Halloween 6 is at number 6. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Halloween 2018. I've ragged on this movie a decent amount too. I know a lot of people can't stand this movie, and a lot of people love this movie. For me, it's decent. It's pretty good, but it's not great as a Halloween movie. I thought the suspense and stalking scenes were extremely lacking. And I've made that comment before, and I've gotten comments in the comment section, explaining that Michael was stalking here and there. I get that. I want more. I want him to take his time. but it's 2018, and I know it's not what most audience members want. I get that. But for me, this is a great return to the franchise, especially after all the shit we've had. This movie could have been much, much worse. And the quality that we got was pretty damn good, even with all the issues I have. And it makes me excited for Halloween Kills, because now I know what I'm going to get. So Halloween 2018 is at number 5. All right, top 4. Excuse me, I'm just drinking my fall wine here. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Oh man, do I love this movie. Do I think it's the best movie in the world? Fuck no. But it is a fun, batshit crazy movie. Tom Atkins here is the man. I think it's funny that the only reason he really kind of gets involved in this is because he wants to, get it on with whatever her name is, whatever that the girl is in this movie. I can't think of her name. Stacy, I think that might be the actor. It might be her name. But anyway, Ellie, that's it. Sorry. But yeah, I think that's funny that he gets involved in the movie or in the plot only because of that, basically. I am a big fan of the theme music. The score of this movie is fucking awesome. Tommy Lee Wallace does a great job creating an ominous tone and vibe to the movie. The town of Santa Mira, California is just really creepy. And Conal Cochran's a great villain with one of the most crazy plans I've ever seen to kill all the fucking children. So just great. And the ambiguous ending is awesome. You don't get that a lot these days. So Halloween 3 is at number 4. All right, top 3. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Halloween 4. Just a great movie. I'm saying great. I know it's not the best movie in the world, but as far as Halloween movies go, I really enjoy this movie. All the side characters you care about, from Brady to Kelly to Meeker, all these characters, all those are side characters, and you care about them. Jamie Lloyd, Danielle Harris playing her is just incredible. You really feel for this little girl. Ellie Cornell as Rachel is a fantastic heroine in this movie. You got the best Loomis, in my opinion, that we've ever gotten. He's all unhinged, and crazy. His daytime scenes are awesome. The ending of this movie is just iconic in horror. So it's amazing. I have to downgrade it because I hate the mask. In my opinion, it's the worst mask in the franchise. But other than that, I love everything about this movie. The opening credits have the best fall vibe, fall atmosphere I've ever seen put on film. Not just horror, but on film. So it's at number 3 for me. All right, top 2 are probably no surprise to you guys. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Halloween 2, 1981. What can you say about this movie? Picking up right where the first one left off, genius. It's kind of just a continuation. I love the tagline, the nightmare isn't over. It's awesome. Loomis is great in this. The hospital setting really is what sells it for me. I love the creepy vibe of this setting. It's just classic to me. It's terrifying to me. Dick Warlock, I think he's very good as Myers. I just hate some of his robotic movements, but I can forgive it just because everything else is so good around it. So Halloween 2, 1981 is at number 2 for me. And no surprise, coming in at number 1 is going to be the OG, the immortal classic, John Carpenter's Halloween. The reason we're all here, right? The reason, I'm wearing this shirt, this hat, is because of the one that started it all. This movie, the first time I saw it when I was a little kid, scared the piss out of me. Myers standing in the yard, watching Annie. Every single kill in this movie is great. From Judith, that iconic opening, perfect. Even the off-screen kill of the Phelps truck driver, which we don't see, camera kind of pans and you see his body there and it's daytime. It's just scary. Myers in the daytime in this movie is just creepy. It's always from afar. You got Laurie at the school, you got the hedge bush, you got the clothesline. Just awesome fucking stuff. Just very unsettling. And he stalks Annie forever, which is just creepy. and then the Bob kill with the head tilt is amazing. Ghost Bob then killing Linda is amazing, and then you got one of the most iconic final chase scenes of all time when Laurie takes her time and walks over there, and all kinds of things happen from the in the Doyle house. So it's just a classic movie. You guys know my thoughts on this movie. I don't need to elaborate anymore. I'm sure I will in a future video. But yeah, that is my ranking of this franchise. So grab yourself a glass of wine or a beer if you want a beer. I drink beer too. Don't worry, guys. I'm just in my fall mood today. But grab yourself a drink, even if it's water if you don't drink, which is fine. But yeah, and then tell me what your ranking is because I love hearing your guys' opinions. So thanks for watching. Happy Halloween.